also on the agenda. So very well planned. Only thing is, when you go back to your schools tomorrow, it will not be like this auditorium or like your classroom or like RIE. Alright, it will be a completely different setup, a different scenario. You will face lots of challenges when you actually go to your classrooms from tomorrow. We know there will be lots of challenges. One is time, management of time. You have lots of responsibilities like meals, milk, that work, this work. So what's that? Yeah, maintaining documents, conducting tests, maybe distributing uniforms, socks, everything. So where do you find time in the middle of all this work? Where do you find time for teaching? Where do you find time for teaching? Right? So that is the biggest challenge, I think. So once you know the purpose of why you are there in the school, why you are there in the classroom, once you go to the classroom, to the school with a purpose, then I think you will find time. Right? Why we are there in the school? Why am I there in this classroom? If you ask yourself, you will know the reason. You will know the purpose. So first thing is to know the purpose. Why am I here today? Why am I here in RIE? What is expected of me by officers? What does my director expect from me? What do my colleagues expect from me? What do teachers who come here for a training, what do they expect from me? So I have to live up to their expectations, right? It's my duty to fulfill their expectations. Everybody's your expectations in the first place. And then there's somebody who will keep observing, like your boss, the head of the institute, right? They have other expectations, maybe administrative, not just teaching for 45 minutes, maybe other school related work, right? So finding a balance among all this is a real challenge. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So how do you find a balance? Which do you think is most important? Which is less important? So you have to set priorities, right? Others cannot set the purpose. They cannot set priorities for you. You have to set priorities for you. What do I want to do today? What do I want to do tomorrow? Right? What is my priority? So once you know the purpose, know your priorities, I think you'll be able to do justice to everything. You cannot do one thing at the cost of another, right? You have to distribute your work, your time, and make your presence felt in the school and in the classroom. Right? If you're busy teaching all the time, then who will do the other work? Right? Yeah. So that I think is a very big challenge you have in your school. And I'm sure you'll be able to find solutions for all these challenges. So you should always go with this solution oriented approach, not problem oriented approach, not finding problems in the place where you work, not at least finding problem is okay, but not creating problems in your workplace. All right. So instead, try to find solutions for every problem. Try to see what best you can do to improve your own workplace. It's not somebody else's place. It's your temple. Your workplace is your temple, place of worship. That's where you spend most of your quality time. So what can I do to improve my workplace, to change the situation, to bring some quality in the work that I do? This is what you have to keep reflecting on by asking questions to yourself. Alright? Purpose. So the primary purpose, I think, is to help your students to learn. Alright, to learn. It may be English, it may be maths, it may be any other subjects, but you're there to help them learn. So please don't think you'll be teaching only English. Teaching English, yes, that's your primary job, but you'll have to teach many other things for those little kids, right? Yeah, you have to build confidence in them. They'll have a lot of curiosity about the world around them. They don't know many things, right? They're curious to learn. They're curious to know about people, about children around them, maybe about you also. Maybe they're curious to know more about you, right? And when you go back more about this training, where were you for these 10 days? Maybe they're curious to know, right? So it's not just about teaching English, it's about helping them to be curious, helping them to nurture their curiosity, not to kill their curiosity, not to spoil their creativity, imagination. All right. So English is an excuse. It's an excuse to develop all the other skills: confidence, curiosity, imagination, thinking, personality. They should develop their personality, right? So if you're able to do that through your subject, I think that would be a great service you'll be rendering to the society, because they are the nation builders. Those kids are the nation makers. They are going to make the nation in future. Alright? So I think this is what I said on day one. I don't remember whether I've shared this. Don't look at your kids as they are today. Today they are small boys and girls, very little kids, very young, they don't know many things. Right? Don't look at them as they are today. Well, small kids, what do they know? No. Look at them as what you want them to become in future. I want my children to become lawyers, to become engineers, doctors, maybe teachers like you. Astronauts, astronauts, yes. Astronauts, maybe some other professions. Soldiers, of course, yes, soldiers. And some skilled laborers as well. Alright, yeah. So what do you want them to become? And, like us, teacher educators, maybe, right? Yeah. So look at them as what you want them to become in the future, and you are there to shape their future, to open doors for them, to open doors of opportunities, right? So I think is the primary responsibility of all of us, especially as teachers. So once you know this, the purpose, the expectations, I'm sure you'll be able to meet all the challenges and maybe go back home happily every day. And at the end of the month, maybe when you get your salary, you will feel that you are really doing justice to the salary that you get. I think with that satisfaction, the professional satisfaction is the foremost thing. If you do anything without satisfaction, you will get frustrated, you will get disappointed. You cannot continue to work in the place for a long time, right? How many years do you think you will be in this profession of teaching? How many years?
30.
Maybe 10, another 10, 15, 20, 30 years, who knows, right? Until you retire. So it's very, very important to keep motivating yourself, monitoring yourself. Don't expect your HM to monitor you. Don't expect your CRPs, BRPs to monitor you. They'll do some monitoring, but who has to monitor oneself? You have to monitor yourself. So once you know, I think with this training, 10-day training, if you're able to monitor yourself through reflecting on what you do, right? What did I do today? What did I learn today? How did I help my students learn today? So if you ask questions every day and monitor your own performance, there is nothing like that. I think those people who achieve success in life, they are self-disciplined. Monitoring andre cultivating self-discipline, discipline for yourself, like coming to school in time, doing your duty sincerely, preparing lessons. I don't call them lesson plans, but preparing for your classroom, doing enough preparation for your classroom, preparing necessary materials, being with your students. I think that's the most important thing. Being with your students, spending quality time. Right? So, if you cultivate that discipline, What do we call that discipline? Self-discipline. If you cultivate self-discipline, if you know how to monitor yourself, I think you'll be very successful not only in your professional life but also in your personal life. Right? So with that, on behalf of the director, on behalf of all the members of the faculty, I congratulate you for completing this 9-day induction program successfully. It's a great achievement. You've been away from your school, from your families. You did it. You participated very well all the 9 days. You were very punctual. So this is one of the best induction batches I can say. One of the best because it's the only induction batch we have. But the best batch. All young teachers, very much talented, all right, very active, enthusiastic. So keep up the good spirit. All the best. Thank you for
Thank
that.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for graciously addressing the gathering on behalf of Director and for your encouraging words and making us think of the purpose of us. We surely work together and balance time and give justice to our profession and make our children best citizens of our nation. Thank you once again. May I now invite our esteemed coordinator, Mr. Suman Bandi, to share a few valuable words with us.
Dr. Pujagiri, Dr. Manjula, and all dear participants. So we have come to the end of this 9 days, but 8 working days.